Yi Yun-jae, also written like this in Chinese, is my name. We'll come back to this later. When my family and I moved to the States, my legal documents told me my name is Yoon Jae Lee, with that space in between Yoon and Jae. Writing like this, or like this, would have made more sense in my opinion, but that space became a part of my legal name. I don't know if it's the fact that we moved to Kentucky, or because it was 2005 and Korean culture wasn't that widespread in the States. But people have problems with my name. They'd say Yeon, Yoonji, and according to one substitute teacher in 5th grade, Youngjo. I mean, I guess that kinda makes sense since her brain probably read the two separate parts of my first name as words she's familiar with. After some time, some people ask me if it's okay for them to call me Yoon. Now, if you're close to me to a certain degree, you'll probably know that I don't like being called Yoon, but I never really explained to anyone why. Well, here's the reason. In my family, I'm the second youngest of my generation among 10. I have an older sister, 7 older cousins, and 1 younger cousin. Among us 10, I happen to be the only son. In Korean culture, men are the only ones who can carry the family's name. I remember visiting my grandparents' grave as a kid and noticing my dad, my uncles, and my name written by the headstone, but none of the others. Now I said I'll return to my name written in Chinese. The Yi, or Lee, is our family name, the Lee family, and the Che is the character given to our generation. Typically, a family's generation will all share one same character. So that leaves the Yoon as what separates me from the rest. Well, the Yoon here literally means only son. Since I was born with a high expectation. As the only son of the entire generation, it would be up to me to carry on the family name and bring honor. I know that sounds really typical. I was told to be better than my sister, marry a nice Korean girl, and become in Korean parents' language, that means wealthy, with money, because I'm the only son. By being referred to as Yoon, it makes me think back to the talks I was given, the kinds of restrictions I was told, and the pressure that was put on me since the beginning. Of course, no one ever knew why I don't like it, or if I didn't like it to begin with, or what it even meant to me. After all, there's a space between Yoon and Jae. Some people immediately think that the Jae is a middle name, or that they can just refer to me as Yoon. At some point I changed my online name to Yoon Jae without this space, so that there may be less issues, but honestly it didn't really change much. When I meet someone new and they refer to me as Yoon, I don't correct them anymore unless it's someone I know I'll be communicating with at least semi-regularly. Once I've graduated college, I've discovered the DDR community and started meeting a lot of new people. During this time, I realized I will potentially be meeting a whole lot of new people I'll stay in touch with. Because of this, after thinking about it for a while, I decided I'll go by YJ. It's the 2 parts of my first name that both start with a capital letter. This transition wasn't very smooth, to be honest, since some people already knew me as Yoonjae and would call me that. Even after I said they can call me YJ, some still heard Yoonjae and called me that, which I'm very thankful for, to try to put in the effort to call me by my real name. By the way, thank you to some of you who still remember me as YJ and call me that. I'll respond to Yoonjae, YJ, and also my nickname given to me after I started streaming, Jelly. My Twitch name, DDR tag, and pretty much anywhere online other than my actual name is Yoon Jelly. This idea was started by my sister, who started using the Jelly format, if you will. I really liked it. It's like how you'd say my full name but kinda slur together into one word. Of course, because Jelly is an actual word, some people saw my online name and referred to me as Yoon, the first part of my name that isn't a word. I started applying the same rule, where if someone only stops by or if I'm watching someone randomly, I wouldn't say anything if they referred to me as Yoon. But if someone becomes a regular follower or I become an active member of a community, I would go out of the way to correct them and call me Yoon Jelly. Then one day, I was watching an ITG stream. That's like the harder version of DDR, but we're not going to talk about that right now. And I said hi in the chat. Without me saying anything, they said, "Hey, I'll call you Jelly." Something hit me at that moment. I've made a nickname using my name, but this was the first time I was referred to without the part that literally means pressure and expectations to me. I really liked it, and started asking people online to call me Jelly. I'm sure after all this you'll probably ask, well, which is it? What do you want to be called then? And honestly, anything other than just Yoon is good for me. People who know me as Yoonjae will call me Yoonjae and I'll respond to them. People who know me as YJ will call me YJ and I'll respond to them. People who know me as Yoon Jelly or Jelly will call me that and I'll respond to that. But if you want a nickname, let's go with Jelly.